Welcome back to another Tech News coverage. My name is Ricardo Sanchez and I'm here with Verano Herrera. We have brought you today some spicy taboo topics that we as people often face in a daily routine. Well,
Good morning, Ricardo. Here, first of all we're going to talk about the controversy of in the topic in sports, which is doping, and we're going to engage with Morticio so he can ask some people about this, what they think.
Hello, man. Sorry. Thanks, Verano. We're here at their campus in Aloha, interviewing one of the best football players in campus. His name is the one and only Hector Trevino. Hello, how are you? It's an honor and a pleasure to have you in today's schedule. So we're talking about doping in sports. What do you think about the situation, not only in important competitions, but in any aspect like training?
I think it takes away the authenticity from the sport. It shows a lack of moral from the player, and also, what's the point on being good on something if you have to cheat on it?
You see, Morticio, drugs in sports is social you getting late to the program.
It's not that usual.
Okay, I agree with Mr. Trevino. The fact of drugs in sports is a pretty controversial topic, but athletes shouldn't use these kind of substances just to improve their records. The human being by itself have made a lot of history just with his bare hands. The use of these kind of substances only make worse the competition and make that people don't trust in them. For example, the Tour de France has had a winner that was called, his name is Lance Armstrong, who won seven Tours de France, but he was removed his titles because he was using these kind of substances in this competition.
Very interesting, Enrique. Now, Hector, tell me about your thoughts and opinions about legalization of these drugs, like these substances being legal in the daily routine. Yeah. Just in a hypothetical situation. I mean,
I think that if everyone could use them, it might make sport in general a little bit more spectacular. But these drugs, so-called, might not have the same effects on everyone, so it will still be unfair.
yeah, I do agree with you, and it's very interesting what you say. It's been a pleasure once again, and we're going back to the studio.
thanks Morticio. We're back at Tech News and let me ask you, Verano, have you heard the problem about violence against men?
Certainly, I have heard violence against women and all the stuff against women, but it's really hard to find really information about someone who has been aggressed, a man who has been aggressed. It's really unfair in this society because we really don't think about men as people who can suffer and be agree.
Well, there has been a recent case of a woman in Texas who got arrested by the charges of violence against her husband. I mean, the woman struck her husband with a pan on the head, then punched him 3 times in the face, and then stabbed him in his left arm. I mean,
oh my God, is that serious?
yeah,
You must be joking. It's like, why she did all that stuff, it's too much.
I know it's like really, wow, man, but
It blows
it's
your
true.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the other hand, talking about women, the violent. Have you heard this new thing, the reggaeton? That it's like it's all the lyrics are saying bad stuff about women, and they're very rude.
I mean, yes, as you said, I mean, it's a huge problem that it's growing along, but I mean, it's incredible how even music genres support sexist ideas and misogynistic behavior. I mean,
Yeah, the women are missing the respect they earned in all the years back before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, why reggaeton should be considered as culture nowadays? I mean, it has
Yeah.
become one of the most popular genres.
The thing is that a lot of people are in favor of this, and it's really shocking for our society. Well, let's go with Morticio so we can get more information about this.
I made it on time, right?
5 minutes late.
Once again. Why?
This make it 2 times in a row, man.
Okay.
This is better watch.
It's okay, just start.
Just relax, and then we can start. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, thanks Verano and Ricardo. Now we're here to talk about reggaeton as culture.
So, my
Other-
thoughts. My thoughts about this topic is, well, there are plenty of rich cultures that can create a positive environment that transmit positive things, but as a counterpart, reggaeton is like it promotes sexist ideas and that kind of idealistic things in terms of abuse and even use of drugs. So, what do you think?
In my mind, my thoughts on this are that, for example, this cannot be considered as culture because we can see that all the music that reflects culture in our history is part of history. Yeah, in fact, it's about how do we manage to face a problem that we had. For example, in revolution we had corridos, and we cannot say that reggaeton is part of a culture just because we hear it in our daily life. It's more about culture is more about that. It's how to represent some place or some population.
Okay, yeah, I do agree with you. I completely agree with you. But reggaeton has become so popular that the minds and the likes of the young people are starting to change, and maybe they are starting to think the sexist ideas are correct or something because they hear it. They also have this strange environment. So I think that's why reggaeton should not be considered as a culture. So with this conclusion, we go back to the studio. Thanks.
Thanks for that conclusion, Morticio. Unfortunately, this has been all for today. It has been a pleasure to inform you and
See you on the next Tech News coverage.